In this video, I will explore more about Tool Database Library in Image to Punch. This tool library is an important feature, especially when the punch tooling mode is used instead of laser tooling mode. We start and run Image to Punch Pro. Then, open an existing image. Click the Tooling tab to go to the tooling generation mode. Now, we need to ensure that the punch tooling mode is clicked. The text on the button will change to punch tooling mode, and this telling us that we are using punch tooling mode. Let's now explore the Tooling Database Library. The Tooling Database Library can be accessed from the main menu system. First, we need to click the Tooling menu item. Then, we click the Tool Database item. From there, we can see that there are three groups of tooling types. The first group is a single tooling shape that consists of 9 predefined tool shapes. They are round tool, square tool, rectangle tool, oblong horizontal tool, oblong vertical tool, diamond shape tool, triangle, hexagon, and octagon tool. The second group consists of 9 predefined cluster tools. This is a group tool, which normally called as cluster tool. The function of this tool is to replace the amount of single tool hits in CNC turret punch press that only need one single stroke. These cluster tool are cluster 2x2, cluster 3x3, cluster 4x4, then cluster horizontal 2x3, cluster vertical 2x3, staggering horizontal 2x3, staggering vertical 2x3, then cluster horizontal 4x1, and the last is cluster vertical 4x1. The last group is a special custom tool group. In this group, instead of creating from a predefined shape, you can just import a DXF file, which consists of geometry shape, that can be used as custom tool for perforated pattern. However, the shape should only be constructed with simple geometry entities. They are arc, circles, and lines. Other geometry object will not be recognized. I will make another specific tutorial for importing a DXF geometry to be used as a custom tool. You can also access the Tool Database Library from the Tool Database toolbar. This toolbar can also be detached and attached to one of the side of window. For this tutorial, we want to use 6 tools to generate the perforated pattern. These selected tools are a combination of many tool types. So the list will be round tool 3 mm diameter, round tool 4 mm diameter, rectangle tool 4 mm width by 3 mm height, an oblong horizontal tool 5 mm by 3 mm, then an hexagon tool 6 mm. Lastly, a simple custom tool with 7 mm diameter max. The custom tool shape look like this. Please note that the 00 coordinate will always be the center of the tool. We also need to remember that the shape should be in closed loop shape without any discontinued lines. Also, be aware that any intersecting lines will make error during the recognition calculation. Now, let's click the circle or round Tool Database Library icon. Inside the dialog box, we can see all the existing tool database. These tools can be edit or modify, and we can also delete the existing tool. For the round tool type, there are 5 parameters to define this tool. The first one is the tool name. You can double-click the tool name and change it if you want to. The second is the diameter value, based on the current unit. In this case is millimeter. The next parameter is the tool color. We can change and select the tool color by clicking it. Then, the color selection dialog box will open. You can select the tool you want, or you can click the custom color to specify the component of red, green, and blue manually. Then click OK to select the color. The next parameter is station. This parameter is only for identifying the tool location when you place the actual tool into your turret punch machine. The last parameter is to define the unit measurement of the tool. This is very important measure to identify which unit for the tool. If the tool unit measurement is not the same with the system, the tool dimension will be converted to the system unit measurement. Now, let's create the 4 mm diameter round tool. First, we need to click the Add button. Then, a new tool will be created on the list. The next thing to do is to change the parameter of this new tool. We name it as round R4. Then, the value will be 4, as this will be 4 mm diameter. We select blue as for its color. Then, for the station number, it will be the station number when we want to put the tool in. For example, it will be placed in the location 23. Whenever we create a new tool, the system unit will always be used, which is in millimeter. After we create the tool, we need to click Apply button, so the new tool will be recorded in the Image to Punch tool file. Therefore, when we open and run Image to Punch on another day, the tool is already saved. In case we want to delete the tool, we need to highlight the tool by clicking its header row. When is selected, a small arrow will come up. Then, we can click the Remove button. If we want to delete permanently, we also need to click the Apply button. If the Apply button is not clicked after deleting, that tool will be exist as it has not been deleted from the file system. So this is the general process in creating, deleting, and modify a new tool. To sum up, the step after the Apply button is clicked is the procedure of Image to Punch, to refresh and overwritten the existing tool database with whatever tool that exists in the current time. Let's now we create the rest of the predefined tool, one by one. Let's click the rectangle icon on the toolbar to create a new rectangle tool with dimension of 4 mm by 3 mm. After a new default round tool is created, we need specify the width and the height value for our rectangular tool. Then, click Close when complete. Next, to create a new tool, for the round horizontal tool, we also need to click the icon. Then click the Add button to create a new one. Then, modify the value as we want again. Next, we do this again when we create hexagon tool, using the same procedure. The last tool that we want to create is a custom tool. The process will be different than the predefined tool. First, click the custom tool library icon. Then, we click the Add button. And then, an import file dialog box is open. From here, we select the DXF file that we want to use as the custom tool. After we select it, the parsing algorithm will start and the system then let you know that there are 4 entities, which are from 4 basic geometries that construct the shape of the tool. Let's click OK. Then, a new dialog box will pop up. In here, we need to check and specify all the parameter for this new tool. We can also inspect the shape of the tool. Let's call the tool as New Custom Tool 01. Then, we let the tool angle 0 as default. Then, we assume that it will be in station 27. We select brown color, or you can select any color you want. Then, click Add Tool if everything is okay, or we can cancel if we do not want to add into the system. When we create the tool, we do not need to click Apply. Each time a tool is created, we can create all the tools. Then, after creating the last one, we can finally click the Apply button, and all the tool will be refreshed and resaved into a file by Image to Punch. Up to this step, We already know that we have all the tool that we want. We can also save all the tools in the library into a file for a backup in case something unplanned happened for some reasons. In order to create a backup tooling database, we need to click the Tooling menu. Then, select the Export Tooling Database. Then, the Export File dialog box will open. You can name the tool, and select the folder where you want to save the file. If you want to import, then select Import Tool Database. From then, a file dialog for importing the file will be open. Click OK to import the file. A message dialog box will be open to confirm that the import process is complete. Now, we need to select all the tools by clicking the Select Tool button on the navigator bar. The Tooling Selection dialog box for the punch tooling mode will open. In here you can add the tool one by clicking Add Single. The Add Group is where you want to select some tools within the dimension ranges. Let's click the Add Group button to open another dialog box. Inside the dialog box, you can select the tool type you want, the minimum size, and the maximum size. Then, you need to select the number of the tools that you want. If the number of available tools in the database is less than what you want, it will only select whatever available tools. For example, we select a round tool type. Then the minimum diameter is 1 mm, and the maximum diameter is 20 mm. The total number we want is 10 tools. Then click OK. When we click OK, it only 3 tools that has been select. The reason of this is simply that there are only 3 tools that available in the database within that range. We can also move the tool sequence or its priority by using up and down button. To do this, we need to click the tool that we want to move. For example, let's select the middle tool. Then, press down to move down, and then press up to move the tool up until first position. The tool can also be sorted based on its maximum diameter by clicking either ascending or descending. We can also remove the tool by clicking the tool, and remove all if we want to remove all tools. Now, we will select all the tools that we want for this tutorial. Click the Add Single again. Then expand the round tool type tool. Then you can double-click the 3 mm diameter. Then repeat the process for all tools until all tools that we want are selected. When it is done, we need to click the Close dialog button. For this video tutorial, we assume that other parameters are correct and then we click Generate button to generate the perforated pattern. This is the end of the video. I am hoping this will provide you a good information.